I wanted to give you guys what I really use and how I really take care of my skin.
I love the idea of your skin just looking like you want to take a bite out of it.
So when I wanted to approach this line, I said, let's just start with the basics.
Makeup used to be a choice, a creative outlet, a personal expression. For many, it still is. But in the age of influencers, billion-dollar branding, and algorithm-fed insecurity, it's no longer just about beauty. It's about power, control, and performance.
Rhode lip ruined my life. And I started using it like a week ago, and I noticed that my lips were like melting off my face or looked like they were dipped in acid.
I don't know what she put in that but my eyes are burning.
And it took an entire month for my face to feel normal again. I would have been better off rubbing straight bleach on my face, so.
In July 2025, Kylie Jenner reached over 393 million Instagram followers, making her one of the most influential figures on the planet. Every product she posts sells out in minutes. Kylie doesn't just sell makeup, she sells a narrative. Beauty is transformation, and transformation is power. Her success taught a generation that identity could be bottled, branded, and sold. Similarly, Hailey Bieber's Rhode brand was acquired by e.l.f. Cosmetics for $1 billion in May 2025, elevating her from influencer to beauty mogul. Yet, despite the corporate powerhouse behind it, Hailey remains the brand's face, now Chief Creative Officer and Head of Innovation. Because today, makeup isn't just built on products, it's built on faces. Influencer faces, celebrity faces, your face. Behind every gloss campaign and dewy skin tutorial lies a system of calculated manipulation.
Nowadays, when you buy a product, you're not actually buying the product for the function that it serves. You're buying a dream that the brand planted. Like, we gotta be self-aware, okay? Just because Wonyoung used this lipstick doesn't mean just by using the lipstick I become Wonyoung. But for some reason, our brain makes an association between the positive attractiveness of the model and the quality of the product. Doesn't actually match up. You know, they're just trying to sell you more products, okay? They're just capitalizing on your insecurity and your inability to understand that this is just product marketing.
This isn't just about makeup. It's about the industry selling insecurity as inspiration and calling it empowerment. This is the dark truth about makeup brands.
I love packaging is like a huge part of the product.
Well, it's time to look beyond the packaging.
Our Daily Essentials regimen gives your skin the hydration it needs to look smoother, younger, and healthier in just 3 easy steps.
They promise glow, lift, radiance. But what they don't tell you is what's inside. For years, some of the world's biggest beauty brands have sold products laced with ingredients known to irritate, inflame, or even harm. And often, the prettier the packaging, the darker the formula.
Gentle, eye safe, suitable for every skin type, no gritty things, more balmy, soothing, oil-free.
In 2022, Johnson & Johnson was ordered to pay billions in damages.
Johnson & Johnson is being ordered to pay a record $417 million over claims a Los Angeles woman developed ovarian cancer from its baby powder. And the company is facing thousands of similar cases right now.
And while the headlines focused on lawsuits, the real shock was how long it had been on shelves. Decades. The product was still being used in cosmetics around the world, including some blushes and face powders. Even in 2025, some popular makeup products still contain PFAS, often called forever chemicals. These substances are found in waterproof mascara, long-wear foundation, and liquid lipsticks. They're marketed as high performance.
Skincare, hair, feminine care products have been associated with reproductive problems. Ovarian cancer, preterm birth, mercury poisoning, endocrine disruption.
Wealthy, big corporations don't allow regulations to happen, to allow people to be harmed.
Have a look at the number of popular celebrity makeup brands that have come up and the number of people following them. Celebrities like Addison Rae, Ariana Grande, and Lady Gaga, who all launched beauty lines filled with buzzwords like clean, vegan, and cruelty-free.
Milano drops, St. Tropez foam, self-tanning lotions, things like that. There's an entire micro-industry built around not being too pale for the summer.
But behind the slogans, third-party manufacturing means very few celebrities know exactly what's in their formulas. or how their products affect long-term skin health. Even Rihanna's Fenty Beauty, praised for its inclusive shade range and trailblazing impact, was called out in 2023 for certain formulas containing fragrance blends known to trigger skin sensitivity. While not illegal, these additives are rarely disclosed in full and can cause breakouts, rashes, and lasting irritation.
This cosmetics issue is even bigger than the tobacco industry because we're talking about thousands of different chemicals.
The truth is, makeup isn't regulated like medicine. In the US, if the FDA doesn't require pre-market approval for most cosmetics, that means companies can put nearly anything into a product until someone gets hurt.
The peptide glazing thing. So I got these in the mail. I was so excited to try them. I will show you pictures of what Hailey Bieber's skincare line did to my skin. It did not make me a glowy, ooey, gooey glazed donut. It gave me skin rashes that bled for days and days and days and days, and it took an entire month for my face to feel normal again. I would have been better off rubbing straight bleach on my face, so.
And when the people selling it are celebrities with perfect skin and powerful teams, who's really held responsible? The lipstick might be flawless, but the industry behind it? That's where things start to crack.
You know those girls that always look clean? Their skin is always glowing, their lips are always glossed.
The clean girl aesthetic slipped quietly into our feeds. Dewy cheeks, slick buns, and neutral tones. It wasn't flashy. It didn't shout. Instead, it whispered promises of effortless beauty, quietly suggesting that perfection could be both minimal and attainable. But beneath the soft, focused selfies lies a carefully crafted illusion built on misleading claims. Brands like Hailey Bieber Rhode and Kylie Jenner's Kylie Skin marketed themselves around this aesthetic, emphasizing purity, minimalism, and clean ingredients. Yet behind their comforting promises, the reality is murky. Because in the beauty industry, clean isn't a regulated term, it's a marketing buzzword. Some products labeled as clean still contain irritants, synthetic fragrances, or harsh preservatives hidden behind soothing pastel packaging. Even more concerning is the disconnect between the aesthetic portrayed online and the product itself. Those impossibly smooth, poreless faces aren't just the result of skincare. They're carefully curated with professional treatments, lighting, filters, and edits. But viewers rarely see that. Instead, young consumers are sold the illusion that clean skincare alone achieves that flawless look. What the clean girl aesthetic doesn't show is the careful choreography behind each post. It's not authenticity, it's performance.
When we started Goop from the content perspective, we really wanted to challenge social norms that existed around silencing women, encouraging women not to ask difficult questions.
Celebrities once relied on magazine editors to airbrush away imperfections. Now they do it themselves, in real time, in front of millions. Filters aren't just tools anymore. They're products in their own right, seamlessly blending illusion with reality. Take Kim Kardashian's skincare line, marketed as scientifically backed and results-driven. But the most compelling result wasn't found inside her bottles. It was displayed on her meticulously curated face. A face carefully maintained by dermatologists, facialists, and aesthetic treatments, further enhanced through digital blurring, smoothing, and subtle reshaping. Yet this multi-million-dollar effort is compressed into a few serums and creams, selling an illusion that any consumer can replicate Kim's perfected image. Social media filters amplify this disconnect even more. And behind every glowing, poreless image lies a silent truth. The most profitable face in beauty isn't real. It's digitally manufactured. Remember when Tarte Cosmetics launched a foundation line with barely any shades for deeper skin tones? The backlash was swift and loud. Yet the initial launch exposed a pattern repeated across the industry. Brands like IT Cosmetics and even Kim Kardashian's SKKN faced accusations of tokenism, adding a few darker shades only after public outcry. Inclusion became a marketing tactic, not a commitment.
Packaging for this toner is so amazing. It's glass and oh my gosh, it feels so luxe. Okay, that is a lot. I'm gonna rub it on both my hands and just rub it into my face. This smells amazing. My skin is literally glowing.
Social media has become the watchdog. Consumers no longer passively accept cosmetic companies' narratives. Influencers and fans hold brands accountable with hashtags, calls for boycott, and viral exposés.
Disappointed. No, they must have reformulated or something because it absolutely smells rancid.
Blends almost into nothing.
In recent years, beauty brands have embraced social causes with glossy campaigns and viral hashtags. Black Lives Matter, mental health awareness, sustainability.
It was really important for me to have products that were refillable and reusable, just because as I've grown and now that I'm a mom and I see the effects that waste has had on our planet, there's just a new way of doing things.
On the surface, it looks like progress. Brands like Rare Beauty, founded by Selena Gomez, champion mental health openly, promising transparency and community. Fenty Beauty brought a fresh, inclusive vision to the industry, forcing competitors to rethink their shade ranges. Even legacy brands started spotlighting diversity and sustainability as selling points. For many companies, activism is a marketing strategy, a tool to boost sales, generate PR, and attract a younger audience hungry for values-driven brands. The campaigns are carefully crafted, the statements perfectly timed, and the products aligned with the message. It's cause marketing in its purest form. L'Oreal's Stand Up Against Racism campaign and Estée Lauder's environmental initiatives come with glossy videos and celebrity endorsements. But critics point out that these messages often overshadow ongoing issues within the companies themselves. It drives us into thinking how much of this activism is genuine and how much is driven by profit. And for a generation that sees through the gloss,
If there's an option between a ethically sourced product and a non-ethically sourced product, then I'll choose the ethically sourced product.
I try and shop at places that I know ethically have a human rights wage labor.
I think it does pay for businesses to be woke in a society because they could be the people who are making lots of money and then therefore influencing policymakers by supporting them for election campaigns.
brands now rely heavily on these viral moments, paying thousands, even millions, for sponsored posts from creators like Michaela Nogueira, Nikki Tutorials, and James Charles. When Michaela Nogueira faced backlash in 2023 for allegedly using false lashes in a mascara ad, viewers felt betrayed, not just by her, but by an industry that prioritizes clicks over honesty. The authenticity influencers once represented now seems questionable, compromised by sponsorships, affiliate links, and undisclosed brand deals. Kylie Jenner, with her nearly 400 million Instagram followers, doesn't just sell makeup. She shapes desire. Her posts become beauty standards, her products become essentials, and her followers become customers within seconds. Brands know exactly what they're doing. They leverage the power dynamics, knowing influencers depend on them for income, relevance, and recognition. And in this exchange, consumers lose transparency, creators lose autonomy, and brands gain control.
Dermatologist here. I just want to remind you all that medical grade or clinical grade skincare is not real. It's not a thing. There will be people who will tell you that medical grade skincare gets to use a higher percentage of actives or it uses higher quality ingredients. And not surprisingly, the majority of the people saying that are people who sell these brands from their businesses.
Many celebrity makeup brands are what industry insiders call private label products. Generic formulas developed by third-party manufacturers, often sold under multiple labels at different prices. That lipstick from your favorite pop star might be identical to one available at a drugstore, just in more expensive packaging. Even Lady Gaga's Haus Labs, despite its claims of innovation, initially faced criticism for underwhelming formulas that seemed eerily similar to existing products on the market.
People did see Haus Labs as a cash grab, a lazy brand. People saw it as poor quality.
Consumers began to ask, What exactly am I paying for, the product or Gaga's name? With ready-made products and celebrity faces, brands save on development and cash in on fan loyalty. Yet customers are paying premium prices, not for better ingredients or groundbreaking technology, but for the illusion of exclusivity.
They usually sell these mid-AF products for like triple the price and expect us to buy it because what, you're J-Lo, you're Jenny from the block? When most of the time you can go ahead and hop over to your nearest drugstore and find something that works just as good, if not better, for half the price.
Behind the glamour, the truth is simple. Celebrity makeup isn't revolutionary, it's replication.
When Haus Labs launched, we saw such dramatic visuals from Gaga, the face lace, eyeliner stickers and stuff. We thought it was going to be very avant-garde, what we're used to from Gaga, but the products didn't necessarily match it.
Tom Ford lipsticks retail at over $50 each. Chanel foundations easily surpass $100. Victoria Beckham Beauty markets clean luxury at premium prices. A $65 foundation may differ minimally from a $9 pharmacy alternative. They understand precisely how much people will pay for the belief that expensive equals effective.
Robust generational marketing has labeled values, status, wealth, and some indescribable specialness to designer items, and those who buy into the marketing messages therefore assign those same labels to the person owning the designer items.
This isn't a call to abandon makeup. It's a call to demand honesty, to see clearly the system built on edited selfies, impossible standards, and recycled formulas sold at a premium. It's a call to stop equating beauty with worth and worth with products. Let's ask, who benefits from me feeling not enough? Who profits from my self-doubt? And ultimately, what am I really buying? Because beauty isn't something you purchase, it's something you define on your own terms, beyond the marketing, beyond the mirror, beyond the endless scroll. This is the dark truth about makeup brands. And now we can finally see clearly.